Yo, 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 yo. Uh, what up, fellas? Can anybody hear me? And ladies, if there's any in the building. Sergio in the building. What up? Johnny Blaze. What up? Hey, man, can y'all hear me? Just want to make sure my sound is good to go. Testing 1 2 3. Testing. Echo 1 2. Echo 1 2. Do you copy? Cool, cool. Thank you, Johnny. All right, what's going on? What's going on? See who's up in here. Fucking Sergio's up in here. El Johnny Blaze. What's going on? What's going on? Thanks for coming through. Shit, man, it's just kind of just like an impromptu live, and me, I love to watch boxing. I like old school boxing, so I was like thinking of this fight for whatever the fuck reason. So I was just like, fuck it, man, I want to watch it. Um, well, shit, man, just for anybody else. Oh, what up, SSC? What's going on, compa? Give me a second. Pinche mosca, hijo de madre. Give me a second. All right, all right. Let's see the perfect fight. You haven't seen it in a while. Yeah, I haven't seen it in a while either, man. I actually, Johnny, I went to all three. Well, there's four fights, but I went to all three that were in LA with my pop, and one of them with my buddy and my pop, but they were badass. But anyways, let me give some background to this. And actually, one of the pinche Sergio, go by yourself. Not just playing. Anyways, also the one of the reasons I wanted to play this particular fight because this is the second in the I don't even know how you say it, quadrilogy or 4 part series. What the fuck you would say it? The rubber match of the rubber match, I guess, or whatever. But anywho, so yeah, a bit of context. So the first fight, it actually ended, I believe, in the sixth or the seventh round, and that's because it was a great fight. They're fucking all action, all action, all action, and I believe Marquez starts off quicker of the two, but in the third round, Vasquez gets a knockdown. So se emparejó la pelea ahí. And then, it's kind of went kind of the same way like all the other fights except for the fourth one. But Marquez ends up breaking Vasquez's nose, and he ends up quitting in the corner. And so just like most of the time, like for Mexicans at least, and I'm sure for a lot of other people, like quitting is like the last thing you do. And but he ended up quitting because if you know if you guys remember in the corner, and Freddie Roach was in his corner for this fight. He told him in English, I can't breathe. So like hopefully, well, at least back then the fans, in the immediate, they didn't give him no slack. A lot of people were kind of saying, and this kind of ties in with like the rematch of George Kambosos and Devin. Everybody's like, we don't want to watch this fight. We know what's going to happen. Blah blah blah. And like they're saying the exact same thing with Cambosis. And truth of the matter is, we don't know what's going to happen. I mean, like, in my opinion, you would have to lean towards Devin just because he made it kind of, I thought it was a lot closer than a lot of the fanboys or a lot of people want to believe. But I mean, it was still kind of like he made no adjustments in the fight, Cambosis, and he clearly lost, in my opinion. But it was at the end of the jab, and it was a very boring fight. But my point being is that we don't know what Cambosis is going to do because he's never been in this position. He was undefeated before, before this fight. So like, it's that fight in particular. Hopefully, it's better than the first one. It intrigues me because of that, because that particular caveat, if you will, like that we don't know how he'll bounce back. Like it's really how he bounces back, win, lose or draw. It's kind of like will tell the story of his whole career, if you guys get what I'm saying. So I'm hoping. I don't got nothing against Cambosis, even though he's being kind of like a big dick. Like I don't really care he's being a dick to Devin, but like he seemed real pompous and shit. Like I guess he always like that. I mean, I guess I really never liked Cambosis, but I always trying to like literally root. I always root for the underdog. But anywho, so yeah. So anyways, the same thing happened here. Like in Mexico, they were calling him quitter. Over here in the States, they were calling him a quitter. So he got a lot of bad rap. And also an interesting little tidbit to know is that this fight literally happened 4 months after the first one. And if I'm not mistaken, like these fights happen like within like a year and a half, all four. If I'm not mistaken, I'm thinking maybe the third one. But I mean, just I made that point just to say, like literally, like the top fighters of nowadays don't fight. They're always like in fucking active. I mean, they're very inactive. Opposed to the like even not that long ago, because this fight happened in 2007. Whereas I'm like literally like fuck, dude, like this guy, he lost. Nobody believed in him, and he fought like literally 4 months later. And I remember Freddie Roach was like he ended up getting rid of Freddie Roach and went with Rudy Hernandez. That's Chicanito's brother, Chicanito Hernandez. And because Freddie didn't want, he pretty much got rid of him because Freddie wanted him to take a year off because he thought it was too soon and he thought he was gonna like get knocked out in this fight. Where if you guys seen this fight, Vazquez actually ends up, proving all the doubters wrong and ends up knocking out Vazquez. Excuse me, Rafael Marquez, which is, if you guys didn't know, Juan Manuel's little brother, in the eighth round in another fucking barn burner. Which all pretty much the first three were barn burners, and the third, like that was the one where he got like his eye, because he started to cut very very easily because of these fights and previous other wars that he had. Y pues ya no aguantaba sus ojos in the third round. I believe they got rid of him. But just to give a little bit more context, and then we'll fucking get the show on the road. Um, uh, Vasquez was a champion. Rafael Marquez was moving up from 122 from bantamweight. He had just unified against Silence Mabuza out of South Africa. I remember like when that fight got announced, like because it was a unification, that was like a fight that was like 50-50, and I believe they fought twice, Silence and Rafa, and he ended up knocking him out both times and shit, and then like both of these guys had like some great wins on their records, like I believe Vasquez was notable up to this point for beating Canelo's and Eddie and Chepo's ward, ¿cómo se llama? Ese way. Anybody in the chat could tell me the guy from Guadalajara, like he ruled like a Superfly for a cool minute. ¿Cómo se llama ese way? I forget. But yeah, like he was in Canelo's corner for the early part of the excuse me of his career, as an assistant. But he was really good. But yeah, Vasquez was well known to that point for beating him, and then Rafa was beat Tim Austin, and like the American fighters, you normally don't have really like legendary fighters at these weights, because they're usually kind of bigger for those weights. But for in this case, like probably one of the best TV fight at those smaller weights. His name was, damn, I can't believe these fucking names are escaping me. Um, Shit, but I'll remember towards the course of the fight and shit. Here, let me off so I can fucking read these comments. All right, cool. So let me see. Let me shout out more peoples here. Let me see. All right, Johnny and Sergio already said what up to y'all, but what up again? SSC, kíbole otra vez. To Matador, welcome, brother. ¿Quién más? ¿Quién más? Susayer, ¿qué ole, güey? ¿Cómo estamos? Fredo, what's going on? What's going on? Let's see who else we got in here. Iceman, what up, brother? And we got Reyes brothers going on here. What's going on, Reyes brothers? ¿Cómo estamos? ¿Cómo estamos? All right, without further ado, man, let's get this show on the road. And there's not going to be any sound because I don't know how this shit works. And just so, which I might get flagged anyways because I'm a newbie at this. This is under the fair use. I don't own this content. This content belongs to Showtime and whoever else has a trademark to this content. But here we go. All right, so we got Vasquez coming in right now. Let me see if I can do something. There we go. Let me rewind a little bit. I just started from the beginning, so just so you guys can, that was his, record in title bouts and record in rematches. As you can see, he's already had, some precedent. So, like, I don't know why people were kind of writing him off. He was already 3-1 in rematches, but I believe a couple of KOs. So, but these fucking fans, they're fucking fickle and shit. What up, knockout? Like, and then like I've learned. Oh, excuse me. I've learned that motherfuckers just don't know shit about boxing. Like shit. I mean, like I would say like the worst of the one that probably knows the least of the homies about boxing probably knows 10 times more than the average YouTube user. I know I'm talking a bit of shit, but hey, that's what I do. But yeah, so we got Vasquez coming into the corner. Gonna make these fucking. Okay, right here. Let me see if I can make it small. This is as small as it goes. Fuck it, I'll just take them down when Well, right now since the action hasn't started yet. So, anyways, we got Rafa coming in. Um, here I'll pause it right here because the shit went kind of quick. Okay, so this was Rafa's record in world title bouts, as you could see coming into this fight. And remember, he was moving up in weight, like perfect record in world title bouts. Like Juan Manuel gets all the glory, but this motherfucker was the real deal Holyfield as well. You get what I'm saying? I don't know. Don't you think they're both kind of like brown skinned there, Johnny? But anyways, I digress. But anyways, and then he also had some rematches in his career, and look at perfect 4-0 and 4 KO. So I could see how some of the people were skeptical, especially who Israel was fighting. But what you got to know about these fucking fucking Mexican boxers, los mexicanos, pues. Like literally, like especially if you knew who Israel El Magnifico Vazquez was, ese güey no se rajaba. So if he had to like withdraw from the fight, it was like fucking the real deal, like he just couldn't continue. It's not that he didn't want to, like I've always given the fighters a benefit of the doubt, even when I was younger and back when this happened. So like I thought like I think I favored. Well, I think I was a bigger Vasquez fan than I was a Marquez fan, but I did love Marquez. Well, his older brother at this time, and I knew this guy was good. So I probably was like coin flip. Back in those days, I don't kind of remember what what me and my dad were like thinking who's going to win and say. It says, "What do you think? What do you think, Puro? Can any of these candy S's hold a candle to Marquez?" Shit, at bantamweight. See who we got down there. Well, they pretty much all the usual suspects have been at bantamweight and super bantamweight. Shit, man, Bronco Lara, man. I think that's one of them. To Matador. I don't know what you think. Um, let me see. Figueroa. I mean, the guy's tough, man. I think of the guys that kind of shown you what they could do in the ring. They've been either former titleists or they're like they're badass mofos. I think they could keep up with Marquez, but I mean, like Marquez was just kind of like his older brother. He just didn't get a lot of the shine, but fucking el Nacho los tenía, fucking preparados. Él les enseñaba el estilo muy técnico, which is kind of funny that Canelo has a very 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 technical way of boxing, and he gets tons of shit for it. And Marquez, he was he was actually even more boring before he had his style change up early in his career after his first loss, I believe. But he never got any of that shit. It is what it is. I just wanted to point that out. But yeah, man. Yeah, I think Marquez beats them all. I haven't really seen any like, oh wow, this guy's like, other than Bronco Lara. I mean, Bronco Lara had that power, and that's what fucking Vasquez had, to be honest. Like, Vasquez like literally like fucking put motherfuckers to sleep, you know. Y luego, pero también Marquez tenía buena quijada, que la chingada. I think Bronco Lara would have had a chance. I think he still loses because he's I think just with Vasquez, I think it's 50-50. Bronco Lara. With Marquez, I think Marquez. I will have to lean towards Marquez, but obviously with that power, boom. Good point, Johnny. Good, very good point. Luis Neri, I think he can hang with him as well. Definitely, definitely. And I know like yeah, yeah dudes are like I mean all of us, we don't like the boring boxing, the back foot boxing, you know. But I mean, in these days, they still had like back foot boxers, if you could say that literally knew how to fight without clinching, or if they had a clinch, it was never like egregious as it is now, at this point in time. But especially Rafael Marquez, like he was very good against a pure boxer, like and that was just because like Nacho, like Nacho's a very old coach, and Nacho knew the ways to beat all styles. You get what I'm saying? So Stephen Fulton, like he's a bit too much of a runner for me. So I mean, I guess you could give him an outside shot, but I still think both of these guys eventually um, pin him down and knock him out. To be honest, you know, they all get people to be competitive. I agree, Sergeant. Salute to Sergeant. Salute to Sergeant. Okay, so this was Israel's record at the time of the fight. 41-4, 31 knockouts. So this motherfucker, he could bang, bro. And he had traditional style of ¿cómo se dice? Traditional, as they could say, Mexican style, but not as technical as Rafa's, but I mean, all the intangibles that the Mexican style brings, rolling with punches, um, uh, what's it called, elite, cutting off the ring. He was elite at cutting off the ring, and then Rafa Marquez. I mean, like, what can you say? He fought a lot like his brother, highly technical, but like just kind of like that one video that I como se dice, that I posted to my channel a while back. Like literally just it's just just highly technical aggressiveness, and the defense was on point, you know, um, rolling with punches. Like a lot of people think, that they just fucking sit there and that I have to like literally have to break it down myself, to be honest. But I mean, if you guys know what you guys are looking at, you guys know that these guys don't just wing punches and have zero defense. It's for somebody that knows what they're looking at. They actually have a very it's actually a very complicated way to defend yourself, especially because these guys, they're trying to win a fight and they're also trying to entertain, but they're also trying not to get themselves killed. So yeah. Anywho, let's see who else has come through. Electro, what up, buddy? What's going on, big time? EJ, have you ever watched this fight, man? This is a barn burner, man. This was in Texas. Fuck, where in Texas did they say it was at? Shit, I forget the name. Laredo, I think. I think this was Laredo. But yeah, El Compa Pounds, qué huele, Holmes. ¿Tú viste esta, Pounds? Did you see this one? This was a badass fight, man. This is the rematch. 4 months earlier, if for anybody that's just coming in, 4 months earlier, Israel Vasquez quit I believe it was in the seventh round because he couldn't breathe because Marquez ended up breaking his, como se dice, breaking his nose, and he told Freddie Roach that he couldn't breathe. So anyways, round one. So you could see, they're fucking already starting to get going. Both they both use the jab very well. You know, uh, uh, um, I see like especially certain fighters like well, I think Canelo and among other fighters, I think it started using the jab as more as a range finder and as a decoy and to to parry punches. Canelo does that a lot as more traditional, so-called Mexican style is that they, especially these two dudes, always pumping out the jab. You know, but they're throwing they're sitting on their shots. And contrary to popular belief, these guys had excellent footwork. You can't you see here he got fucking hit and Fucking oh shit, Mexicans are showmans, man. Fucking Israel Vazquez, he didn't come to fuck around in this fight. Everybody's doubting him, bro. Like in his home. All the people that like, because there's some people, that they be like, it's not bad when you quit, but for especially for me growing up, in the Mexican culture, like literally, los Mexicanos, no, like literally, like everything is cool, just don't quit. Where I give him a pass because, like, motherfucker can't breathe. What do you want him to do? But anyways, yeah, he got all kinds of shit, but he didn't come to fuck around here. Yeah, man. So these guys are like literally like fucking son remolinos de puros pinches golpes. Look at fucking Vazquez is pumping out that jab. You know, and I'm bad at calling fights, bro. So shit. I'll try to throw an observation here and there, man. And and then actually a key point. I just saw something that Vasquez was just doing. Um, a lot of the things that both Mexican and American fighters used to do, like before this, like go direct to clinching as your primary line of defense. They did a lot of guard manipulation. Chavez, any Mexican fighter, even the American fighters, they were adept at that shit, and they would do that in lieu of just holding somebody. Like if they would get there, they would like fucking push a fucking an arm out the way, or fucking just kind of like smother you, so they couldn't get it in. And which we haven't seen much of here, but I did see Vazquez, get up in there, while going throwing the punches, moving a shot out the way so he can get a fucking un recto, un gancho. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if you guys could see because this shit's kind of tiny on me. I wish I could. Oh, actually, I can go full screen. There you go. First round is over. What do you guys think? Oh, what's up, Amok? I see you come in, man. Saludos, brother. Salute. What else we got up in here? Here, let me wrench you up there, Amok. There you go, brother. Yeah, thanks for coming through. Right now, we're watching the rematch of Israel and Rafa Marquez, super bantamweight, 126-pound championship. It was for the WBC. It was for Marquez's WBC title that he took from Israel, the champion, in the first fight. Just for anybody that needs to get caught up. Hey, no problem, Muck. No, don't even trip. US, anybody else come through here? See, I already shouted out Electro. We're caught up. So, anyways, we got round 2 come through. Anyways, who do you guys thought won the first round? Like I wasn't really scoring it because it was like so exciting, and I'm talking to you guys. But yeah, if you guys can comment and see who you guys thought won the first round, that'd be cool. But they're right back at it, man. And I think I told you guys earlier that Vasquez's new trainer was Rudy Hernandez, which it was, but I don't believe that's Chicanito's brother, even though Chicanito's brother is a coach. I think that was Marco Antonio's coach, if I'm not mistaken. And I think I don't think they're related though, but I think I might have made a mistake there, but I'll double check that later. Yeah, I was also gonna notice. I don't know if you guys noticed that, like literally, las cejas. The eyebrows of or am I saying that word right? I fucking forgot. But yeah, the eyebrows of the eyebrow region of Israel, they're already fucking like bright red. And I don't know if you guys noticed, like fucking Israel had that like big protruding brow. I don't know if you guys know what I mean, like his skull, like it kind of like protruded over like his eyes. And there's certain dudes that have that type of skull feature, and I think that's like especially when it gets a puncher like Marquez. That's why as soon as the first time he got cut, it was just so easy. It's in my experience, it's so that what I've seen is so easy to get cut after that. Especially all the scar. I mean, like if you see it in the yeah, right. If you see it in the especially in the fourth fight when they're coming in, and fucking if you're able to watch the fight in HD, you could see all the scar tissue that he had up there, which eventually, unfortunately, pobrecito Israel, he lost his eye because of it. I believe he had a broken orbital bone, and I believe in the third fight he had a lot of blood. I think even in the third he had a lot of blood leaking into that eye, and eventually he lost it. You know, but these guys are warriors, man. I guarantee you, and me too. If I ever would have became a boxer, I don't think he regrets it, and I wouldn't have regretted it either. At least I would think. You know, small price to pay, for fucking glory, I guess, huh? So this one's got a little bit of, well, shit. I'll say a bit more technical there, I think not as wild. What do you guys think? Let me see. The run to Vasquez, it was close. Yeah, yeah, it was close. But yeah, like I was saying earlier in when we first started watching the fight, yeah, is that Vasquez wasn't coming here to fuck around, man. He's trying to get his title back. He just knew it was gonna be a walk in the park, man. Fucking Rafa Marquez, man. This guy was beast. And fucking undefeated too, if I'm not mistaken, fucking Rafa. Did you see fucking that he stunned him at the end of that round? Let's see what we got. New comments, new comments. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, they're both. You got another Vasquez round, so you got to get them two up. That's cool. That's cool. Let me see. I think Lomachenko would have beaten these guys. Um, I don't know. Maybe Vasquez because he was. I mean, like Johnny was saying in the hey, what up, Chicano? Thanks for coming through, brother. Because Vasquez, he was cut easy. Like he even said it himself. He would try to deviate from the game plan when he got into these wars. So I would think definitely Lomachenko had a shot. I think Rafa Marquez, by a technical standpoint, even though he doesn't do the flashy shit, I think Rafa Marquez would beat him. Even, but not to say that Lomachenko would not be able to beat him. But it's just like Rafa Marquez, this guy was the truth, man. And gotta give it up to Israel, man. This guy's like beat the caliber of this dude. It was impressive, man. Yeah, they're both pumping that jab good. I mean, I don't know if you guys agree with me, fellas. Oh shit, he fucking hurt him in that one. Oh, it's a fucking a right hook, right? In my opinion, that's how fucking Vasquez, like especially if he was in say with a better boxer than he was, man, his power, bro, is it's like the great equalizer for him, man. And then he wasn't a bad boxer himself, man. He set up all of his shots. These guys are two elite boxers, man. They're the best at the division at this current moment. You know, And then fucking Vasquez, beautiful display of like going up and down, bro. Not obviously he's Mexican boxer, so not neglecting the body. Fucking fucking uppercuts are fucking murdering him. Oh, see, he's fucking already cut, man. And he was probably like, oh shit. Imagine what's going through his fucking mind. He's like, fuck, man. He probably stopped this fucking fight and shit. Because if you notice, man, like his cut is fucking bad. It's like his when his cuts open up on his eye, they were fucking like literally they're like 2 inches fucking thick. Yeah, Chicano, these are fucking great ass fights, man. All the first three were great fights. You know, I went to three of the four of them. Yeah, I mean, shit, man, it's great memories, man. Especially the third fight, man. I fucking that was great. Yeah, fucking Rafa, look at his face, man. He's already fucking pretty fucked up. But man, pinche güey, no se deja, güey. No se dejado el cabrón. He's like, you're gonna have to kill me to get me out of here. Gotta love the fucking, fighters with that type of heart, man. You put it all on the line, man. That's what you're supposed to do, right? I just think fucking, Vasquez was just had it in his mind. I don't give a fuck what this guy hits me with. I ain't going down. I ain't losing this motherfucker. They fucking the ref had to throw that motherfucker out of there. Let's see. Let me see any new comments. Let's see. All right, I responded to the homie Iceman. I didn't fully watch the first, so I don't know. I don't know about the first. Yeah, Muck. The first one, Vasquez ends up breaking his nose, and he ends up not coming out for the eighth round because he couldn't breathe. Freddie Roach was his trainer at the for that fight. He actually switches trainers for this fight, and oh shit, it was the left. Excuse me, but yeah, I got him right on the button. But yeah, he ends up quitting in the stool. I don't know if you were here earlier, but like he caught a lot of shit for it. Well, what I can remember of the first, the second and the third, they were about 50-50 Chicano. Like, like it's just, you heard both of their names. They're like fucking Marquez, Marquez, Vasquez, Vasquez. Especially in the third one where like he had to come from behind. You know, there were multiple knockdowns in that fight. I remember in the 12th round when because Vasquez on the scorecards needed the knockdown and he ended up getting it like in the final seconds. Like fucking this was at the Staples Center too. The fucking crowd went nuts. I mean, not the Staples Center, excuse me. At the Home Depot Center it was called at that time. Crowd went nuts. Me and my pops are going nuts. One of the fucking I mean, I believe 2 out of the 4 fights of this trilogy were fight of the year, as we could see. Yeah, for sure, Muck. But that's the thing, though. Like, these fucking fans they're vicious, man. It's like that's like the cardinal rule that you can't break, not to quit. Like these guys, like the fans, especially in Mexico, like over there in Mexico, they expect this motherfucker to like literally go out there even though he can't breathe. You know, I can understand it, but these some of these fans are hardcore with it. And I was gonna say too, and I think somebody pointed it out in the chat that like I thought they both started off with their jab well, but I think he neglected his jab a lot in this fight, Rafa. Like he was still landing his shit, but I think he just made it harder for himself by not constantly, because if you can see, even though Israel is his Marquez is doing his work, but Israel like literally constantly pumping the jab out, constantly pumping it out, and landing it too, and keeping him at bay with that. Shit, man, I've never that's never happened to me in Muck Peb, but damn, man, that's shit, man. You should have fucking kept going, man. That's a trait that a lot of people don't have, and fucking when you don't want to be in there, but you still fucking gut it out, bro. I mean, shit, man, that's dope of Muck. Yeah. But yeah, that's what I've been noticing in this fight, and I don't recall telling my pop and probably like the guys in the. Oh, I didn't go to this one, but guys at my con permiso, at my house here, like the jab was very very effective for Israel. But fuck, bro, imagine look at all that fucking blood going to his eye, man. Oh shit, yeah, see that straight fucking right, god damn. Oh, fucking Marcus is getting him in this round. You got him hurt. Oh, pinche Israel got lucky, homie. They'll boo your ass if you start clinching and hugging. Facts, Reyes. Facts. Two to you. For you, Johnny. I can see how you got there. Shit, man. Cuando no, mug like fuck, bro. Them women, bro. What did fucking Mickey saying, Rocky? Women weaken legs. So I can see that shit. I feel you, man. Yeah, man. I thought Israel was hurting this in this round, man. So he's fucking got lucky that bell sounded. Oh, fuck. Beautiful straight right, man. Yeah, did you guys see the catch the gash over? Let me see. Look at my over his right eye, bro. That's just fucking. I'm telling you, man. At least 2 inches fucking thick. But look at this motherfucker's beat up. He looks relatively fresh. Vasquez, to be honest, like in their demeanor, you know. But yeah, that round, he definitely Marquez definitely ended it strong. We go into the fifth round now. Vasquez going right back to work, pumping that jab. Yeah, and you see the little cut that Marquez has under his eye, man. It's that fucking left jab, man. That keeps pumping in his face, man. And we also got to remember, like, Marquez is technically, I'm doing like air quotations, a smaller guy. He 4 months ago he moved up from bantamweight to challenge Israel. So technically Vasquez is the bigger guy, and I believe he had the longer reach. Which oh shit, which is why he's like he's able to maintain a relatively safe distance, but still land that jab you know with with regularity. Thank you. Um, but I mean, shit, man. I mean, if you, I know the fights aren't scored that way, but if you kind of like, look at the whole fight in general, I actually think Vasquez is dominating this fight, and and Marquez is getting what he can get in. I don't know if you guys think that assessment is spot on. Oh, we got Pigeon up in the building. What up, Pigeon? Salute, brother. Thanks for coming through, man. I'm watching one of the classics right now. I'm just not a very good play-by-play or fight announcer, man. So sorry, guys. I mean, and then the ring generalship by Vasquez in this fight is I think fucking excellent. I mean, like literally, I don't think there's any part up to this point, and if I can recall any time in this fight where like, oh shit, god damn, fucking Marquez, he can never count that motherfucker out, and fucking Rizarel goes right back to motherfucking work. God damn, what's this guy? What are these guys made of, bro? I want to know. What y'all think these fucking guys are made of? I forgot what I was gonna say. It don't matter, man. I was gonna enjoy the fight, man. Fuck the accuracy in these fucking the punches is insane. I don't know. See, fucking that jab, bro. It's almost not even a jab because it's like Israel is kind of standing squared up to him, right? So it's kind of like just like a not even a jab. It's like a power punch, bro. These fucking uppercuts are vicious, man. That to me, that's been the best round so far, man. Who would you guys score it for? I would assume Marquez because since he got that knockdown, but damn, Vasquez was going to work. Let me see. Let me look at the chat. Well, we're in between. Lara is in at bantamweight. Yeah, yeah. I know Sergeant. Lara's at a super bantam at 126, which is where they're or featherweight, right? Excuse me. But featherweight, which is fuck. I'm stupid. He's at 126, right? Which his fight was contested at, if I'm not mistaken. But you might be right, Sergeant. Let me see. Reyes, Abuya. Okay, I already got you. Let's see. Emails, I got you. Yeah, these fuckers had chins, man. That left jab is lethal. Yeah, right, Pigeon? Yeah, that's what I was saying, man. That's what I was telling the homies, Pigeon. Spot on, brother. Yeah, I agree with you. I, yeah, man, those what ifs, bro, man. I feel you, brother. Trust me, man. I get you. I know, right? Did you see that Pigeon? Like, literally, I thought he was dominant. Like, literally, as soon as I said, oh, yeah, I think, if you look at the fight as a whole, he's dominating. And then, boom, he goes down. Shows what I fucking know. So you see a muck, you got, oh, fucking, there it is, man. Just even up the knockdowns. Fuck, man. His left jab slash hook was lethal, huh, man? That shit was fucking lethal. If I'm not mistaken, I think he fucking knocks him out in this round. Yeah, oh man, yeah, he's hurt. Oh fuck. How's he staying up? Hijo de la Even the right, bro. Yeah, I mean, you can't miss with the fucking left. I tell you what. You know, fucking like was underrated about Vasquez, or maybe I'm just underrated him for whatever reason. Like he had you hurt. You were getting knocked out. That's just it. He was like one of the best finishers in that in this particular era of boxing, man. Yeah, he's done, man. What a fucking fight, man. He gets dropped in the fucking fifth, and then he fucking knocks him down like almost to start off the round, man. Beautiful, beautiful, man. Prove all the motherfuckers wrong, man. Nobody was getting. I don't remember what the odds were in this fucking in this fight, but the odds were like heavily in Marcus's favor. Shit, I know, fucking Johnny, man. It's like his pinche fucking eyebrows, bro. Like literally, man, you barely just jab him, bro. Psh, you already got a cut. Thank you, Pigeon. I appreciate it, man. But give me pretend to give me a super chat because they're not needed, brother. But I appreciate you, Pigeon. You know, this is a spur of the moment live, and I just I just wanted to watch this fight. I was like, fuck it, man. If I'm gonna watch it, might as well, fucking go live and see, if the homies ever saw it. Right? Fucking war, man. And this wasn't even the best fight of the even though it was a excellent fight of the quadrilogy or whatever you call it. The third fight, man, that's one of the greatest fights I've seen, and I was there live. God bless me to be there live. With my pop guy versus Soul. Oh, ¿qué hubo, Matt Davich? ¿Cómo estamos, güey? Did you miss it, or did you watch it, man? Or we just had a classic on? Yeah, let me take it off, so I don't get fucking flagged for whatever dumbass reason. But yeah. But anyways, yeah, man, this fucking fight was great. Give me a second, fellas, and I'll look at the. Yeah, let's see. Let me go back here. Yeah, I'm gonna say, yeah, he dropped him right, and then the six fucking finishes him off. It's in the native bloodline, warrior bloodline, to be honest. Yeah, hey, man, you're probably 100% right, man. Fucking, Mexicanos are some pinches unos guerreros, cabrones. They fucking they feel like they have to get you back, if you're kicking their ass, man. They got tons of heart, man, tons of heart. Marquez says, let me see. Thank you. I already addressed that one. Thank you, Pigeon. I appreciate that again. They didn't count. Oh, they didn't count the knockdown. Crazy, crazy. Yeah, but I thought it was a legit knockdown. I'll definitely look bad at leaking blood. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, fucking left was killer, huh? The Gladiators out there love to see it. I know it was a gruesome fight, man, but fuck it, it's for me, I like both. I know a lot of y'all don't like the so-called back foot bitch or whatever, but I mean, I don't like the current back foot bitch, to be totally honest. But I mean, back in the days, there were actually some back foot bitches, that could fight. If you get what I'm saying, Purnell and shit. I remember we're on Rep's channel. Fucking a lot of you guys were there. We're watching Madomero versus Purnell. That's a motherfucking back foot bitch that can fight. I always love to see a war. If you can't tell my username, yeah, right. I'm pretty sure I've even seen this, though I don't remember it. Yeah, well, it was back in 2007, man. So shit, I don't remember what happened 10 minutes ago. So I feel you, Muck. To Matador, he wins the true fashion, comes out looking like he was. Yeah, right. Fuck, man. Yeah, those speeches, fucking browsers. Back in the day, back for yeah. No, that's just it, man. And that's why, like Eddie was saying, and all those other dumbass channels. Yeah, Surgeon, he did get boring against like I guess fighters that like maybe he was losing or whatever, or maybe he was just like, okay, I can't fight. I just not I just against this type of fighter I can't fight that way. But yeah, because there were some fights where it's kind of like later on in his career, like especially I thought he was pretty boring against Chavez, to be honest. Even though I do think Purnell, did enough to pull it off, but I attribute that more to Purnell. Obviously was that good, but then también Chavez está todo pinche, as we call it in my hood, en Pepsi colado. It just he wasn't 100% Chavez. 100% Chavez, versus that version of Purnell, I think definitely beats him. But it is what it is. Fuck it, you gotta lose. It happens. But anyways, yeah. Like yeah, they were different back then. But anyways, let me see. Yeah, Pigeon. They fought 4 times, brother. Pernell was scared to engage in Jose Ramirez. We gotta watch that fight again, Sergio, because I really don't remember it too well, but I do remember. Like I think Ramirez won the first one, right? But a lot of people thought it was a robbery. But that's definitely one I haven't seen in forever, and definitely that I want to excuse me, want to watch again. Uh, Yeah, facts, Muck. That's like literally, it's like especially at the highest level, and especially back in those days, man. It's just sometimes like even the Warriors, they had to fucking change their game up a little bit if they wanted to win, because at the end of the day they want to win, but they also want to entertain. I definitely get what you're saying. Of course, facts, bro. And Meldrick and Sugar Ray, they were compared a lot too, and we all remember fucking como se dice, Meldrick Taylor versus Chavez, the first one, man. That was, Chavez had to pull that one out. Yeah, if I remember correctly, boxing dialogue, I didn't think it was a robbery either, but a lot of people, everybody cries robbery. It was a close fight. That's all it was, you know. But anyways, shit, man, I'm bad at, I'm very slow at reading, so I'm going to paste a link if anybody wants to join me and we can talk instead of typing because I'm really bad at it. But nobody wants to jump on is cool. I can, read and I gotta feed my daughter lunch in a bit. So but I can still stay on for a cool minute. Let me see. And I wanna do that. Paste, enter, and then I'll pin it. Just fucking don't have to keep posting it every 30 seconds. Yeah, man. But if anybody wants to hop on, man, feel free. But I'll keep reading the chats while we're going. Just like yeah, I feel you, boxing dialogue. It's just fanboys have existed since the dawn of time, man. Hey, I consider myself a fanboy, but like you could be a fanboy and be objective at the same time. That's it's it's not impossible. It's actually very easy. I was watching the other day. It was boring. I hear you. I hear you. I'm still gonna watch it to see, like, because I haven't seen it. I just want to watch it again. To be honest. Let me see. Let me see. Fighting on the outside like a sniper or excessive clinching is boring as fuck. Um. Yeah. It could. Depending on who's. Um. Let's see. Any of the current ones that I think. Yeah, probably I can right now off the top of my head can't bring up any precedents. I'll agree with you. You know, or yeah, it was a month today, right? Mel Whitaker hated his style. Oh yeah, shit, I don't remember him saying something like that, but yeah, definitely, I'll take your word for it, man. But I mean, shit, man, that fucking fight, Pigeon, that we saw on Reps channel, him and Matomero, bro. I mean, it's like Matomero was a pressure, basic, pressure fighter. The his defense is actually severe in my opinion. Matameros is severely overrated because especially even though you got credit Purnell that he was able to get his shots in, but he had Matamero used to have a very active guard, especially in that fight, and his defense was kind of like Isaac Cruz in the Tank Davis fight, where like he was parrying a lot of shots, but I mean, like Purnell was like offensively, he was on point in that fight. That was a great fight. It's like it was one of like the I don't know. I was cited as an example of the classic American versus Mexican rivalry that was fought at the highest of levels. Let me see. Uh, I'll always be a fan of the sport first and the fighter second. I feel you. I feel you. I feel like a lot of people say that nowadays, especially. And not to say that you've always not always been like that, but like for me, to me, being a fan of the fighter is being the to me, it's the same thing. I don't see a distinction in it, but I definitely understand what you're saying, brother. You see, they run because they cannot outpunch a Mexican for 2 rounds. That's the cold truth. Well, shit, man. I mean, yeah, bro. I mean, like, eventually you get tired, bro. Some of these fucking Mexicans throw a shitload of punches in a round. So, definitely, you have to adapt this. You have to fight in a style that where you'll be able to protect, win the fight and not get fucking murdered. If you get what I'm saying, Pigeon. Yeah, I always say Purnell got robbed, but he never did enough to win. Yeah, what I can remember of the Ramirez fight, I agree with you. Purnell thought defense wins fights. I know, right? That's the only one scoring criteria. Exactly, exactly. Sweet, sweet. Yeah, yeah, especially early in his career, Amok. As I keep citing, and I'm sure I could cite other ones, but I mean that's like just because me, I'm Mexican, and I like to tie in for Mexican boxing, with the other boxing is that's the example I like to cite because like literally, yeah, there was like I don't think I saw any clinching in that fight if I can remember correctly, and they were both getting their shots off, and the crowd was entertained, and then Manomero, that was his thing. Let me see. Yeah, I'd make round 20 by I'd make round. Oh, okay. You were talking about the size of the ring. I feel you, Pigeon. Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. You can't be a delusional fan. Shit. I mean, yeah, you can, bro, but you don't want to be. Maramino punish Sweet Pea, Mexicali. Shit, I forgot what we scored today is. Because I think it was me and Rep on the. I don't know if anybody else was on that panel, but I think we both had Maramino winning that fight. To be honest, but it was a very, very, very close fight. But yeah, Sweet Pea, he put in good work too, man. It was a great fight. But yeah, man. So shit, fuck it. Since I'm live, I know we've already talked about this like probably numerous times, and I don't really give a fuck about the fight. Who you guys got winning? Jose and ¿cómo se dice? Jose and ¿cómo se llama ese otro puto? Jose and Danny Garcia. Who you guys got winning? Yeah, arriba Mexicali, homie. For sure, for sure. I think fucking reps peeps from Mexicali. My best friend is from Mexicali as well. So yeah, yeah. Saludos to Mexicali and shit. I don't have any family in Mexicali or ever did, but I have tons of family in Tijuana. Well, I did. They either they're fucking I don't know where they at anymore, and then all the ones I knew about they passed away. But let me see. Anywho, Danny Blaze, probably Danny. Jose sucks. I actually think Jose is okay. I've always thought Danny sucked. I mean, not like sucked. He's okay. I just thought severely overrated. Pigeon 50-50. I would agree with you, Pigeon. Even though I don't like literally, I think the fans are the losers in this particular fight. But I'm definitely I like underdogs. So I'm rooting for Jose. I think it goes to decision because Danny's cast iron jaw, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's a knockout. Let me see. My money is on dog, but I'm hoping Jose wins. I feel you. I feel you. Let me see, 50-50. Or I saw that one. What up, knockout? Jose looked terrible against the Spaniard. Yeah, he did, right? And that's one thing that you have to think about is he did not look good in his comeback. He was coming off of a huge layoff himself, and Danny is coming off a 2-year layoff. In this fight. So I'm actually, if I'm not gonna bet this fight, to be honest, I wouldn't bet it, because it's so close, in my opinion. But if I would put any money on this fight, it was that this fight's gonna be a stinker, especially because both of these guys have been extremely inactive and are moving up in weight. And I think you think it's 65-35, Amok? All right. I feel you. I feel you. I think 147 proved that his power is not carrying so well. So I don't see him getting any stronger at 154. And I mean, rumors are like he could barely make 154. So yeah, we'll see, man. Definitely rooting for Benavides. Hot ass weather and the woman puro Mexicali is nice. Hell yeah, bro. There's this one place in Mexicali, and I think they have one in Rosarito también, or maybe it was just Mexicali, called Chicks and Beer. I love that place. I used to go do the Baja 1000, the 500 back in the day, and I used to go to all those places and shit. I had fun back in the day. Danny let me down. I wanted him to beat Spence. Spence ran. Fucking Danny didn't do shit, Pigeon, to be honest. But I mean, Spence was coming off that car wreck, but he didn't look too good against Danny, which I don't rate very high. So but I feel you. I feel you. A lot of people don't like Spence, but I like him. He's cool. He's cool. Not my favorite of fighters, but I have him against Bud. I know that. But I'm not saying that Bud can't win. Danny's like a fuck 8-1. Fuck shit. Well, yeah, man. If you guys think, well, shit, you ain't gonna make no money on that fucking shit, man. And then me, I ain't gonna fucking bet this crappy ass fight. So I don't even care if Jose, if I really think Jose's gonna win. Yeah, I mean, uh, yeah, I mean, losing is still losing, though, right? Yeah, you would give him some extra points. I do consider Errol Spence elite, but I mean, like, he laid a big ass egg in that fight, in my opinion. But yeah, but yeah, it looks like you guys are, most of you guys are picking Danny, but are rooting for Jose, which is cool. I just hope it's a good fight, man, because I just got a bad feeling it's gonna be a crappy ass fight. Well, anyways, fellas, man, I gotta go. Fucking cook my daughter some breakfast, man. But thanks for shooting through, man. Everybody, man, like fucking man, I'll shout all you guys out again. Here, let me start from the top. Sad Hill, thank you for coming through, man. Salute, man. Fucking Johnny Blaze, as always, man. Always fucking showing my channel love. The very few times that I fucking go on live, he's always coming through, man. Fucking SSC, thanks, man, as well. You coming through and showing support. Let me see. Soothsayer came through. And thanks, Soothsayer. I appreciate that. Fredo, I don't know who that is, but I know I've seen this name before. He was saying LGBTCC Pride Parade. It's probably some dude that doesn't like CCD for some reason. Yeah, but it's anti-racism, motherfuckers. So what's not to like? Come on now. Thank you, Johnny. I appreciate that. I think I thanked you earlier, but it's all good, all good. But I appreciate you, Iceman, always coming through, man. I think on one of my very first lives, that was just me by myself. It was just Iceman in the building. I think I was playing Zelda, so I appreciate Iceman. Definitely, man. You see him everywhere, man. Iceman's a good dude, cool dude. Reyes Brothers, salute to you, brother. Gracias. Thanks for coming through. Knockout Net, of course. Always, always. To Matador. Hey, man, another name I always see coming through the lives when I go, the few times I go on. Thanks a lot for coming through. Surgeon, man. What can we say about Surgeon, man? Surgeon's fucking the OG. Electro, fucking thanks, EJ, for shooting through. Pounds, El Compa Pounds, man. And I met El Compa Pounds at the Jermel fight, man. Fucker bought me a beer, man. That's a good dude right there, man. Compa Pounds, obviously, he is saluted, as Repit would say. Let's see what else. Amok, how can I forget? Amok seems like he knows his boxing. Obviously, he's an amateur boxer. He's fucking real knowledgeable and shit. Thanks for coming through, Amok. Let's see. Reyes, shout you out. Oh, Chicano, thanks for coming through, Chicano. If you're still in the building, man, let me know when you guys are doing that rewatch of Canelo Triple G1, because I've seen it. I think, like I was telling you on your live, like 100 times. I probably scored it maybe like 10, and I always get draw. But there's very few people that think Canelo won, but I could see that argument, even though back in the day I think you could have made more of a case for Triple G1, even though I thought it was a draw. It could have gone either way, to be honest. But I thought the judges got the draw. But anyways, yeah, Chicano, if you can still hear me, man, let me know, man. I would like to cook on that fight with you guys, if that'd be cool. But yeah, shout out to Chicano. Thanks for coming through. Let me see. Pigeon, thanks. Like always, fucking Pigeon, man. Everybody loves Pigeon. Everybody loves and hates Pigeon, man. But thank you for coming through, Pigeon, man. Your fucking boxing knowledge is on point as well, brother. Let me see. Mad Dog, of course. Thank you, Mad Dog, for Compa, for coming through. Fucking shit, man. Mad Dog's probably one of the first motherfuckers that saluted on. He's always on all the channels I roll through. Thanks for coming through, Mad Dog. Let's see. Boxing Dialogue, fucking the killer Boxing Dialogue. Don't fuck with him. Just to let y'all know. That's all. I'm gonna leave it there. Let me see. All right, I got everybody. Well, thanks for coming through. Great fight. If you guys haven't seen the trilogy or the third fight in this series, watch it. To me, it's the best. It's the best fight in the series. It went 12. Vazquez won again. It was a come from behind win. It was was a beautiful thing to watch. I was blessed to be in the building for that fight. Oh shit, I got a couple more. Before we go, thank you, Ned. Don't trip. Peace, Johnny. Brandon Moreno fights today in the UFC. It's gonna be a good scrap. Yeah, I've seen Moreno fight. I'm not a big UFC fan, Muck, but I did see his fight. I did see when he won, so I might watch it. I might not. I really don't like UFC, but you know, I do like supporting the Mexican fighters, so I might watch him. But peace out, fellas. I'm out later.